evening.
Oh, I can't believe you would expose me like this.
Oh.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. How are you doing? That was a valiant effort on the words on stream. That was a hell of a hard one. Hydrate, Jesus Christ, Suki. That's crazy. Also, I should ask, do you want your name to be pronounced Suki or like how you would pronounce it in Japanese, which is more like ski? Because I will do either. Also, hi there, Carlos. Carlos, yes, from Blushie's chat. Hi. Take care of myself.
I definitely was saying Carlos this whole time.
I mean, it could be Carlos. I mean, who knows? Who knows? Listen, reading, it's not a skill that we ever claimed. Okay, we're illiterate boomers, all right? You can call me Carlos. See, there you go.
Oh, good, because I liked that. It was fun.
It's good. Great. Yes, I am joined tonight by Blushie or Blushie Faye. Make sure that you go and follow her. You should be able to get her link from the title. Yeah, Blushie, introduce yourself. Say hi.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
I don't know where my hands are.
I don't know where my hands are? Ma'am, you might want to get that sorted.
Maybe here?
VTuber problems, am I right? People call you Sucky all the time. That is so unfortunate.
There it is. Yay!
Okay, that's great. The best that I've got is fabulous.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's really cool, actually.
It's like my Lelouch pose that I rarely ever use. Anyway, why don't you tell the people about yourself?
Oh, okay. My name is Blushie. I'm a mischievous fae dragon. I really love cheeseburgers. I like to say that my streams have a wholesome vibe, but most of my community says they have a sussy vibe. I find that my streams can it depends on the day. They're either really comfy and cozy and more quiet, or I'm like more loud and sassy. It depends on the day. But there's not really an in-between.
I mean, that's valid. That's valid, you know?
Yeah. And I really like playing horror games, but I get really scared. And I like games with story.
Blushie is sussy. She's always out of context. I know. I'm aware. I have hung out with Blushie before, and she just can't help herself. Those are my favorite kinds of people, where, like, the things just keep coming out of your mouths, and I'm just like...
Yeah, I don't know why. It's just the way I talk, but I've always been like that. I somehow stumble into these situations.
Suki, 5,000 bits. Okay, actually, wait. What are your pronouns? Should I say bro? Is bro gender neutral enough? But thank you so much. That's crazy. What a legend. Thank you so much. Yeah, what a Chad.
Where's the hype?
The hype?
Do you have a hype button?
I know. What's a hype button?
No! I'm going to look for your emotes so I can spam them.
I mean, I do have emotes. Like like make a stream deck button with my emotes of like doing all the hype.
Yeah.
You're clippable
for you. They're on your head.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that happens when somebody else uses them.
Oh.
Well,
wait, it worked. That was the hype.
Why are my? It's fine. You know what? Anyway, well, listen.
A fun surprise. I didn't know they could fall on your head.
If you, yeah, I have the extension for that. Thank you so much, Suki. You don't have to, but I always appreciate it. Of course. Yeah, I would like to know if you're comfortable sharing those, so that I can, if I say he or she is a legend, that would be helpful, or they. But if you don't want to, that's fine. But yes, all right. Starting off the night strong, man. Blushie and I feel like we are. You can use any pronouns. I don't mind. Okay, fair enough. Holy shit, we just started a hype train? Oh my god. Dude, didn't you just have a level 7 hype train today, Blushie?
I'm spamming more emotes.
You're spamming emotes? Listen, I can't talk. I'm typing emotes. Thank you so much, Kirby. About to beat your last record.
Yeah.
Wait.
What's
What?
your record?
I have no idea. I don't know.
No.
All I know is that I got a golden hype train once, and I don't know what that means. Like, I don't.
Kappa?
I think it just happens, right?
Yeah, it happens randomly. We've never met the goal for the golden kappa, but I've got offered the golden kappa, I think 3 times.
Twitch is like mysterious entity. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, this is maybe a hot take. Have you looked at the trophies that they do that are like their equivalent of the knockoffs of the YouTube buttons?
Yes, the purple oozy gooing slime model.
Suki 1500. What?
Slime trophy, that's the word.
The slime trophy? Is that what they are? Is it slime? I don't know. I think they're ugly as sin.
I thought it was slime.
I think it's just like bleeding heart. Or like, I don't know. Maybe it's sweat. I don't know.
New record. You did it.
We did it. It's all thanks to Suki and also thanks to Blue Kirby. How's my favorite serial killer doing? Welcome to chat, Goblin. Listen, I'm not a serial killer, and that is not what serial killers would say. They would definitely proclaim it loudly and proudly. No.
What's the fire emote?
Serial is the fire emote's a subscriber emote. Damn Scout, thank you for the 100 bids. What a mad lass. Oh my god, we're halfway to level 4. You guys, do you think we can be level 4? Blushy has the doggo emote. Oh my god, you guys I love these emotes.
Oh, can I bring the dog?
This is you can bring whatever you want. This is you guys right now. You're just like throwing fat stacks. Grindtime to let the feds know he is not a serial killer. Yeah, exactly. The only serial I am is USB, as in Universal Serial Bus. Yes, I do know what that is. I do know what that stands for. Universal Serial Bussy. I don't know. Blushy has also recently debuted a brand new model, which is lovely. She's in a new form here that I'm not used to seeing.
Yeah, it's a bit different, but some stuff is kind of the same, I guess. It's a long story.
Is this the one that I was like giving you some outfit input on like 8 months ago?
You might have been. I kind of want to look. I'm gonna go check. Can I check?
Yeah, of course. Listen,
I'm gonna check.
We're head empty. This is part of the discussion.
All right, let me figure out how to use Discord. You know, I definitely know how.
Thank you for joining the database. I have no idea how to say that. Won't stop asking for the doggo, and we will never expect you to. Is doggo an emote or is it a toggle?
I have a dog. Who's asking for this dog? Oh my god!
Everybody from your chat. Nay. Okay, great. Absolutely. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat, Nay. Got any nifty rocks? I actually do have some nifty rocks. As a matter of fact, there's a fantastic rock store up in Canada. A few hours ish from where I live that I like to visit once every year or two, and usually buy some sort of nice, cool looking rock. And the last one I got there was like probably like a 10 or 15 pound like bookend that has a really nice shiny finish. Yeah.
Did you have that book when you were a kid that was like a crystals book and it had like a little dog with a little magnifying glass on the front? You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know about the dog. I definitely had like a crystals book though. I don't think it was the same one. Do I want to see something cool? Yes, I do want to see something cool.
Okay, I scrolled back. This is one of the ones that you had seen.
What is? Oh, this model. The model is yeah. Love that. Listen, I've been thinking about like model not touch-ups, but like a 2.0 vaguely for like 6 months, but I have no idea where I would even start. So, you know, good for you. We don't have any games on the menu today. We are just yapping. I've been trying to incorporate some Friday evening Yapparoonies. This is from me to you of my main account following you. Huh? Nani? I get a pet geo named Aussie that looks like Australia. Okay, that's sick. That's sick. Corrupted Glitchy has followed. Oh, out here with the dual wielding accounts. What a crazy person. Not that in the best way possible. Listen, we're VTubers. We're all crazy.
I can be a Pokemon? What the heck?
Yeah. Yeah. You can pick your little stream avatar down below if you scroll down into the about section, I guess. Yeah.
I'm literally here not even yapping. I'm just looking at all this stuff.
You're like, oh, what is this strange digital realm? Yeah, the monster. That's right.
Oh.
Thank you guys for the level 3 hype. We broke the record. You guys are crazy. Thank you so much.
Okay. The first page are like ones you don't need points for, or what?
No, you should be able to do all of them. I think you can set up ones that you need points for, but I think they're all just set up as free. Like I think you can make them. I think you can make them so that like you can make people pay for them or whatever. But it's purely for decoration. It's just for fun. Oh, who did you pick?
Rapidash.
Rapidash? Ooh, are you a Gen 1er or do you like many generations of Pokemon?
My favorite gens are 1 through 3. But I just really like Rapidash.
Valid. I know a lot of people that really like Ponyta and Rapidash. It's never been my thing. Wait, what the? Huh?
Well, time to spam more emotes.
Wait, what? What the fuck? Oh, it was 10. You gifted 10. Oh my god. Suki, you're going absolutely apeshit tonight. What is happening? Thank you so much. Giving all of these people a chance to escape the hellscape that is advertising on twitch.tv. I got afraid for a second that there was like a bot raid. You know what I mean?
Oh no.
Because there were like many names. You know, there were like so many names that just popped up on my little activity tracker, but it was because it was telling all of the people individually that did it.
Oh yeah,
Suki,
yeah.
You're crazy. Well, because have you seen that there's been a bunch of like crazy bot activity both on Twitch and on YouTube lately? Also, who stole my glasses? Who did that?
Today when I was streaming, multiple accounts came into my chat, like, you know, maybe around 5 or 6 minutes apart. But they were spamming like the same link. And it was really weird.
Posture check? Yeah, you can actually tell how much I'm shrimping by how close I am to the screen. Fun fact, because or as in like the closer I get to the screen, the bigger my model gets. So, you know, when I like lean all the way back, like this is way too far back, but if I lean all the way in,
I don't think I have any lean.
If I'm like gremlining, oh, you can set that up in VTube Studio. This is different than the quote unquote VTuber lean, where it actually like leans, but you can make it so that here, because another thing I have is as I move my face left and right, it slides my whole model like.
Oh.
So you can like set that up on your model. Yeah. Oh no! Hope those bots don't boost my viewership. No, you actually definitely don't want the bots to like fuck with your viewership. Because like Twitch and YouTube hate that. Absolutely.
They'll know.
They do know. And like you can get in trouble for it. But I think the scam that's going on YouTube right now is I actually know somebody that's been getting a whole shitload of comments, like not live comments, but just comments on the videos. And each one is just a name. And people are suspecting that it is a way to try and find if the streamer has blacklisted their own name so that like people can't dox them. And so they're just like spamming names until they like hopefully find one that gets blocked. And then like apparently like it's crazy. People are crazy. People are crazy.
Wow.
So like fun fact, as much as it may seem smart to blacklist your address and name, you actually probably shouldn't. Because if that's the only thing that people find that's blacklisted, then they know that they're correct. Yeah. The fuck is say so?
Wait, where?
I have a say so command that gives you a percentage. So Are you ready for some?
I'm gonna try it.
Blushie is mostly say so.
30%. A whopping 30%.
That's accurate. Say so is a concept that is a loan word from Japan that has a high usage in VTubing culture, meaning essentially pure or innocent or clean. So many people would describe many large corporate VTubers as being say so, as in they are pure, they are idol like. And so
yeah, say so, yeah.
Say so. So my say so joke or command just does a random percentage from 0 to 100%. Yeah. Yeah. Also, Blushie, don't you do ASMR?
Oh yeah. So last October 2023, I started an ASMR RP channel, specifically because I really like theater and acting, and I thought that I, might be good at doing ASMR RP. So I started that last year, and then I haven't uploaded anything for a long time, but I was planning on uploading again this month to kind of like, start again, throw it back,
Oh, you're gonna throw it back?
Yeah. I mean, like throw it back to, cause like
Can I get some like Kek W's in chat? Cause like this is the perfect encapsulation of exactly what we were just talking about.
No.
You should throw it back too. Yeah, I should get a dumpy emote.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, see, I see one in your chat. Oh my gosh, I'm broke, okay, but I need to get some of these fancy emotes that do this fancy stuff.
You got like a tail wag one though. That's cute. That's cute.
Yeah, because I have a tail, but it's really long on this model. On this model, it's like really long, so I kind of put it away. But
you gotta be careful with those tails. They're dangerous. Yeah.
But it's a dragon tail. Yeah. I'm putting it away. It's
yeah. Love that.
I meant throwing it back, as in like it's like the first one I did in October last year.
Like a throwback. Doing it as a throwback. Yeah. Yeah, that.
It was a yandere spooky one. Kinda sus, I guess. And so I was gonna do some more scary ones for October of this year, just to try to do more on the channel again.
Kirby telling me I knew what you meant. I did know what you meant, but like the same could be true of any sus phrase. Like you can know what it means, but also it means something else that they didn't.
I don't know. I used to say, oh my gosh.
Say it.
It was too long. It was too long of an intro.
Hex is in a costume. She's just on my shoulder right now.
Like every VTuber has their thing. Like, I'm your secretary cat VTuber, right? But like, I would just say that I was a mischievous fey dragon, and then I was like, well, I know where this is going. I'm kind of clumsy, and so I used to like introduce myself as like a bakadere like dragon VTuber from like the Dere wiki. And then I stopped because no one knew what it meant, so I just gave up.
Okay, I actually thought that story was going somewhere very different.
What? Where?
Well, because I mean, the way that you prefaced it by sounding embarrassed about like saying something, I assumed that it was going to be an innuendo. Huh? Can you imagine any dragon innuendos that you could have? That like maybe you started as one kind of dragon, but then like you started saying something else and didn't.
No. This is why I used to introduce myself as a bakadere dragon VTuber,
because you're not like, maybe you're not very good at games, so you're like a bad dragon gamer.
Oh, that.
I just assumed that like, because the way that you said it, you sounded like you were going to be so embarrassed by what you said. And then so I just assumed that you like accidentally made a heinous sex pun like innocently. No.
I would probably do that on accident, though, wouldn't I?
Yeah, it seems it's in character. It's in character.
What was that sound?
What was what sound?
It was the leaving a Discord chat sound.
Oh, wait, what? I didn't hear one.
Your music. It disappeared.
Did my like Discord stream end? Wait.
Yeah.
Oh. Discord, why?
I thought maybe your chat was trolling and they like spammed a sound alert of the Discord leaving. I was like, was someone in here for freaking listening? I was sweating.
No, who's doing this to me? Nar!
Oh my gosh.
I can't believe you've done this. When I have a guest on stream, not me. Listen, the thing is, I'm sus on purpose.
That's crazy.
Like, this is the We Are Not the Same meme. You know the Gus Fring one. What are you doing? What are you doing? No! 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 Leave me alone, scary dragon lady. Do you know the Gus Fring meme though? The We Are Not the Same.
The who?
No, you don't know that one. Have you ever watched Breaking Bad?
Yes.
The guy that like runs the spoilers for Breaking Bad, I guess. That's the guy at the Pollo Hermanos, the like fried chicken restaurant, but he's also the like meth kingpin.
The Gus,
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so there's like a meme with him like doing his tie, and the meme format is like, you do this, I do this, we are not the same. Like,
okay.
It's just like a common meme format. I don't even remember what I was. Oh, yeah, I was saying you're sus on accidentally. I'm sus on purpose. We're not the same.
Yeet him?
Yeet me? Oh no, 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 no! Steppies?
I thought it might work. Is it working?
Well, I'm never beating the allegations. What if I just go like this? You knocked me out of the jar. No, you can't do that. Wait, hold on. Here, I'll cheat. I'll put me back in.
Oh my. That's a little jar.
It's the stupid idiot jar. Yeah. I get shrunk down. That's why my voice sounds like this. Sound like the time freezer from Spy Kids? I actually haven't seen Spy Kids, so.
Oh. That would have been too long ago. I don't remember anything.
I was too old when Spy Kids came out.
Oh man.
Oh man, calling me out? Yeah. Listen, us fellow olds, we can bond over our old age, right?
Sure.
Sure. Do you like SpongeBob?
I mean, sort of. So my problem is that I'm like also too old for SpongeBob. So like by the time it was coming out, I was too old to really care about watching it. But I didn't have any idea how prolific it was going to be on meme culture. And so now there's like so many people that have thousands of SpongeBob
memes, and I don't I don't know any of them.
Oh, I love like the Mr. Krabs in the crowd meme where he's like standing and everything around him is spinning. That's really funny. But like I wasn't a huge SpongeBob fan because that's gonna sound not great, but I have trouble with like cartoons and things that are just like nonsense.
Me too. No, same. Like, absolutely same. Well, not.
I can't.
Like I have a hard time with like things that are absurdist, like things that are overtly nonsense. Why is the music so loud on this song? Why are you like this?
Like, it's not that I don't like SpongeBob. It's just I would never choose to sit and watch SpongeBob.
Like this? Someone in chat asked me to stay with my head sideways. Also, we are now shown in manga. Let's go.
Oh, that's so cute.
This filter? Yeah. Oh, you're a little washed out on this one.
There it is. I guess it is. Maybe I'm too pale.
Your redeem didn't work. What were you trying to redeem? This one? Was it just too late, Glitchy? What's going on? Oh, hold on. I can fix this one.
I look like a Hello Kitty character. I don't know, something about my mouth in this looks like Hello Kitty. In this style.
We're doing it live. We're refreshing my overlays because I will redo the alert for you. I heard it, but Mix It Up is had like a huge update, and then they've had to do a bunch of other updates. All right, here it comes for you. I'll even close my eyes.
Oh, I was yawning. Wait, oh, what?
Did that work? I closed my eyes. Fillion is flatter?
Nice.
Yo, don't let her hear that. Don't let her hear that.
What are you talking about?
Someone in the chat said, with this filter, you look like Fillion, and then they said, never mind, Fillion is flatter.
Oh.
Do you know who Fillion is?
Yeah, I do. I'm not like super well versed, but I was like, huh? Because I missed the first comment.
Yeah. Fillion is like Fillion is SpongeBob incarnate. Like, I could not watch Fillion. Her energy is just the most anti-Greibach. And I could never. But her TikToks are very funny.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen any of those most recent ones with the VTuber that's like quote unquote her mom, but isn't actually her mom?
I've only seen a couple of them, but they were extremely short, so I wasn't getting a lot of context on what was going on, but someone told me that VTuber, someone made like a comment or joke that was her mom, and now she is her mom, and they collab and stuff.
Yes, it's done wonders for, I think her name is Cha-Cha. It's done wonders for Cha-Cha's career. I think it's very interesting that, maybe not interesting, but it's kind of crazy how much that kind of like networking can have such a huge impact on you in this space because it's so hard to be seen. I know that you and I have talked a lot about like algorithms and like shorts and TikToks and videos and like networking and all that kind of stuff, and it's just, you can see it so clearly sometimes when somebody has a collab like that and like they hit it off well in the collab, and then it's just like it just blows the other person up too, which is cool. I mean,
yeah, I tried to talk about it.
Yeah, Cha-Cha blew up like crazy. She went from like 20 viewers to 600 plus in a short time. Yeah.
Wow, yeah. I tried to kind of talk about this, I think, in a Twitter reply. Like, I replied to someone's tweet because they were kind of talking about something about, I don't know, network in the community or something. And I was kind of trying to explain how, like, I feel about it is like, I'm the kind of person where, like, if I'm finding people to, as it's called, network with, it's because I enjoy their model, I enjoy their content, I enjoy their streams, I enjoy their YouTube shorts, I enjoy their vibes, and I enjoy how they interact with their community. Like, I look at all that, like, pretty much before, or like with you, like, we met in like a collab and like vibed talking, right? So like, it's either like, what is that? I'm gonna say the phrase first name basis, I guess. Like, it's either like an initial formal meeting, right, of authenticity, or like I've found someone that I would genuinely be friends with, right? Or, you know, whatever. But
What
what happened?
Sorry, continue. I have a cat intruder. Okay.
Oh,
Okay, the thing is, I have a cat, and when he wants
Yeah.
attention, he really wants attention. And he has discovered
You're
that the
eating?
mic cover on my mic is great for biting. So
Oh, no.
I was like looking away, doing something else, and then all of a sudden I just see this tail behind my monitor creeping in from the side. And I'm like, oh no, 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 no.
Oh my gosh, and now we're green. Oh, it's a Game Boy redeem.
Yeah,
like
it's the old school
Pokemon.
Game Boy. Yeah, speaking of old school Pokemon, yeah.
That's cool looking.
But yes, you were saying about meeting somebody vibes, etc., etc.
Oh, I feel like I've found, I don't know if it's because a lot of VTubers have posted on Twitter pressuring other VTubers that you must network to make connections or grow. If that's like put this whole like stink on networking, because sometimes when you go to network with people, they literally think that you're just trying to network with them for clout or viewership. And like, I don't know, maybe it's just a me thing, but like that hurts me because like I genuinely network with VTubers that I admire and think we could make good content together. And then like I get the impression that they're just like, oh, they're just trying to talk to me because I have like an average viewership of 30 or something, right? And it's just like, you can't even authentically network like people tell you to, because then there's some people out there that think you're just doing it for like gaining
Just for clout.
reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, it's so frustrating because it's like, no, I have no VTuber friends. Will you freaking talk to me, please? Like,
It's tough too because I feel like it's obviously complicated, but I see a lot of bigger VTubers that are like, oh, numbers don't matter. And I'm like, I don't think that your behavior actually exemplifies that in practice. I think that you aren't necessarily like having a bias overtly where you're like, ew, disgusting, like smaller streamer. But like there's a certain reality to the fact that the bigger you get, the less time you have, right? And the harder it is to form new connections when you are so busy doing all of the things that you have to do behind the scene, not to mention maintaining all of your like current friend connections that you have, which are usually with bigger streamers or streamers your size. Thank you. Bringing in Hex. And so I think that a lot of the time it's like it's not necessarily that they won't interact with or befriend a smaller streamer, but they don't, if that makes sense. Like, and because obviously there are a lot of people that are also bad faith actors, right? And so it's very, 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 very difficult to just sort of cold call, introduce yourself if you don't have somebody else introducing you, because they get so many people that are, you know, bad faith about it, that, you know, it's, I don't know, it's really challenging because like I definitely have VTubers that I'm friends with that are like a lot bigger than me, and it's largely been from meeting them through other things or other contacts, right? But you know, I don't know. Yeah, it's tough. It's a very like nuanced issue, and it's very difficult, and like nobody will want to say that they, you know, realistically aren't going to talk to you that much if there's a huge size differential, but like a lot of the time that's, you know, just the reality of it.
But that's the thing too, is like it seems like some of them are like scared to make friends with smaller creators because they like almost think that they're there to leech. And
Right.
It's very sad.
Because some
It's
of them
really
are.
sad.
I mean, that's the
No,
worst
some
part.
of them are.
Yeah.
Some of them totally are. And it's so sad because like there's this one VTuber that I admire a lot. And like, I won't say who it is, but like she had posted about it on Twitter. And I was like, well, dang, man. Like, that sucks that people were mean to you or used you or were rude to you, because it's like, dang, I'm over here like, if I had any ounce of confidence, I would just slide in your DMs and be like, hey, how are you? Like, this and that. Like, I admire your content. It's so cool. Like, woohoo. But it's just like, How do you even do that without them thinking you're trying to leech? How am I supposed to make friends out here?
Oh my god, the sudden burst of color was so shocking.
It's pretty.
Going from the Game Boy graphics to our bright neon pinks and blues. Love it. Where's the how-to book on this kind of socializing? It's really difficult. It really is. Like, I'm so glad that Alara does the tea times, because it's just a really good chance to meet some like really cool people and just at least have that foot in the door. But even though I'm somebody that I think gets along with people really easily, like, it's hard to start a friendship. You know what I mean? Because you're like, well, I don't want to like bother them on Discord like randomly about nothing, right? Or like you don't necessarily know the types of things to be sending people messages about, you know, if you aren't already friends, right? Like you and I can be like, hey, are you like, have you heard of our Lord and Savior Brandon Sanderson? Have you read Mistborn yet? Because we've talked about it, but like before we've talked about it, you're like, what do you say other than just like, I think you're cool. Hi. You know what I mean? Like it's hard.
Well, yeah, unless you're like wild and you're like, oh, you know, I saw your message. Do you want to be VTuber friends?
Yeah, I mean, and I do have some people that are like, hey, you want to do a collab together? And I'm just like, sure, I guess. Sure, yeah, all right. And then like, there you go.
That's what's tough too, is everyone's so different because like I'm pretty chill to things like that, but then other VTubers would not be, which is totally like valid, and definitely have to respect that, because maybe they don't want friends, maybe they already have friends, you know? So it's just like, ugh, I'll just chill.
Yeah, it's tough because like you need it, but also like there are definitely people that very clearly go for it artificially, you know, that are literally just trying to use people for clout, you know, and I think what sucks too is that a lot of the time people get really big. It's like people feel like they drop their smaller friends, but like the reality is that like they're on their own grind, and it's not so much that they don't care about you anymore, but like they're busy doing a lot of things that come with getting bigger. So
yeah.
When was the last time y'all drank water? Listen, I'm drinking gamer subs. Does that count?
I mean, why not? Might as well.
It's mostly water.
Might as well.
No? Oh. Oh, yeah. No, but it's fine. It's fine. It needs to be pure. You know what? You want to talk about water? Making friends is chucking a great axe at them on Minecraft, right? Wait. Do I like Sanderson? Okay, favorite secret project story. Listen, Blushie has not started Sanderson yet, despite the fact that I know for a fact she has the first Mistborn trilogy physically at her dwelling.
My dwelling. Yeah. I started the. I said that I was gonna
do a book
start
club.
Up the book. Yeah, the book club in November.
You were gonna start it in November? Oh, I thought you were starting it in October. Actually, I thought you were starting it in September.
I put it as November because there was too much stuff going on, like my IRL job and things, that there was just no way that I was going to be able to plan something like this out until November 1st. So I set it for November 1st, and I gave everybody like 2 months of notice to get the book. So whoever remembers and has it, either way, I'm going to start reading it myself.
You should re-advertise that in your Discord just in case.
All right, let me check.
As a quick answer, without saying any spoilers, because Blushie hasn't read any of them, I have not read Yumi yet, but I just read The Sunlit Man yesterday, as in I read the whole thing yesterday, and I wish that I knew what it was about earlier, because I would have read it sooner. It was really good, but I also love Tress. So, I don't know, Tress or Sunlit Man, probably. I think it has to do with the models. I've seen so many people invest like car level amounts of money, and I think people are scared to approach people or think there's a weird level of dynamic. I mean, yeah, it's there. I mean, and there is the dynamic is real too. Like there is. I guess the thing is there is truth behind it, right? It's not the truth, but there are elements of truth just in the reality of the situation or whatever. Like, I don't know. It's tough. I've had people that like ask me for, you know, help, and they were just like shocked that I just answered. I'm like, like, bro, I'm not that big, which I think probably is a feeling that doesn't go away.
We're old.
Like,
we're too kind and old and generous, and then people take advantage of us, and then we're like, okay.
Not the old allegations. It's true though. But I mean, I think the thing is that I think until you get to the like truly big size, you know, the like 700 to 1,000 plus, I think that most streamers still think of themselves as relatively small, like even if your partner numbers, you know what I mean? I think that you don't internalize yourself that you are big compared to like other people that are talking to you.
Yes, there is a big discrepancy between what is considered a small streamer. And to me, a small streamer is anyone who is 10K followers and under. That is a small content creator to me. Is 10K and under. That's small. That's how I feel about it. And a lot of people consider a small streamer as someone who is like 30,000 followers and under and is a partner. And I'm like, okay, there's a big discrepancy in what people think about that. It's quite interesting.
Well, and there's also a difference between small relative to the population and small relative to influence. Right? Because like just being an affiliate already puts you in the top 30% of all streamers, right? So when you're, I don't remember exactly what Twitch tracker says I am, but it's something like the top 3% of streamers, right? And if you talk about the top 3% of any population, you're like,
I'm gonna go look.
That's high up, right? Like that's a high up number. That's a high up like level of success, and in a way it is, and it's good to remember that. But like, you know,
I looked at a YouTube one today, and it was like, gosh, what was it? It was about like, if you have, because I have like around 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, it's like that's like the top 28% or some random thing, and I was like, what?
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me one bit. Yeah, I wonder what the monetization percentage is, because there's a lot of people that also just never get monetized. Yeah, because like monetization on YouTube is hard. It's hard.
Oh, on YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah, I still haven't done it because I meet all the requirements except for the 3,000 watch time hours.
And that's a lot. 3,000 hours of watch time is so much.
Yeah, and I don't like no one really watches YouTube streams. And like I multi-stream to YouTube, and like, you know, 1 or 2 viewers will stop by, but like I stream. That
still helps a lot
today.
Though. Like that still helps a lot, because a lot of the time, like the actual view hours on like a 5-minute video, unless it like goes really viral, is going to be way lower than just like a couple people watching 3 hours. You know what I mean?
I took a picture of it today, and it was actually one of the lower ones that I got because I like watching some of my analytics. So I streamed for 3 hours today, and the total watch time from that 3-hour stream was 1 hour and 45 minutes from viewers. And it's like, yikes, because like 3,000 watch time hours, it's a lot, and I don't upload shorts enough to. I don't upload to YouTube enough to get that.
I mean, shorts have a similar thing too, right? Because like shorts by nature have to be short. And so the watch time, even if you have hundreds and hundreds or thousands of people, if like, since the watch time is so short, like the total watch time isn't that much. Yeah, you really need to get something viral in order to get monetized. Like it's just, otherwise it's just not really possible on YouTube. So yeah. Speaking of shorts, did you see that they're making shorts 3 minutes now or soon?
I did. Yeah, I did. Do
you have any thoughts on that?
Exciting. I don't know. I think YouTube didn't really need it. I think it will make it way easier to. I don't know of a lot of. Maybe they will, but I don't know of a lot of gaming channels that will actually use the full 3 minutes, but being able to have an over 60 seconds clip of like maybe a funny thing that happens in a game is actually really good.
Even outside of gaming, just even if you're doing like story time, I think that's the big thing, is that a lot of, say, VTubers will do like a story time clip. And I told a story at the beginning of stream this week at like on Monday. And, you know, it was a little meandering, right? But I went and did a highlight and it was 8 minutes, right? Like, obviously you can edit that down, but it's hard to edit 8 minutes into 1 minute, right? It's a lot easier to edit 8 minutes into 2 minutes or 3 minutes. And I think it's a really good change. I think that the 1 minute was too short. And oh my God, the shrimping allegations, fine. I just cracked my entire back. I think that as somebody who has also made shorts for tutorials, it's really annoying trying to get it to under a minute. Like, it's really annoying.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah.
Like, it's really hard to do anything like really interesting in under a minute. A minute is pretty much only for like a quick haha, I feel like. And so I'm really glad that they're upping it to 3 minutes. I don't think it should go much above 3 minutes, but yeah.
I found the percentages on the Twitch tracker because you brought it up and I wanted to sniff it out.
Yeah. Tell me your conclusions.
I don't like mine. It seems sus. When
why?
you look at the grand scheme of numbers, that's really what it is because of all the people on Twitch. Like, that's weird. It says that it says I'm ranked 194,720 overall, and then Twitch top 2.86%.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Crazy.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
I have 11 average viewers. Like, okay.
Yeah, I am rank 158,000, and that puts me at top 2.3%, which is crazy. I'm ranked 77,000 in English channels.
I see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine was like 96,000 or something in the English channel. I can go back to be specific.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like it's so when you're talking about scale, right? You're like, well, are you talking percent, like population wise? Because I think everybody would still call us small streamers, really. Only the people that are like literally just starting and have one viewer would call us like bigger, and we're not big, you know. And the same is kind of true of a lot of people that are hitting like 75 CCV. Is like they're partners, but it's usually not enough to live off of by any means, unless you have like massive external, you know, money from other projects and things like that. So it's like, are you big? Well, yes and no. I mean, you're a lot bigger than we are, but like you're not big. But you know, once you start getting into the like 1,000 or whatever, it's crazy. Do you guys have any advice for new VTubers or people wanting to get into it? Oh my God, so much. So much. Well, actually, let's hold off on that. We just had an ad break. I will answer. Ads just started. We'll answer after. Yeah, 'cause that's a good question.
Well, I can kind of tie it into. I mean, I'll hold off. But I was just gonna say I was gonna go back to like Celeste's message about 10K models because I can tie that into part of it too. Yeah, agreed. Agreed. Yeah.
I actually know somebody that just got like a 10K art model.
Yeah.
Not including rigging.
Yeah.
I mean, good for her.
Yeah, I'll wait the 2 minutes because I have a bunch to say about that. Because I just don't want to share it now because there's a freaking ad.
Well, let's go back to talking about Pokemon for 2 minutes.
I'm old, I'll lose my thought. I'm just kidding.
No, we can remember this one.
Though.
Chat talked about it. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
There was actually, I don't remember. I think it was for Gen 4 or maybe it was Gen 5. Like a Twitter post. It was like, "What's your favorite Pokemon from this generation?" And I was like, "I don't know." And then I started looking at it.
None.
And no, but that's the thing. I started looking at it. And I was like, actually, a couple of my favorites of all time are in this gen, which kind of surprised me. Let's see. Is it Sinnoh Pokedex? Or no, not. Wait, no. Is it Sinnoh? Which one's Sinnoh? Is Sinnoh the second one? No. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I think it is. Let's see. Pokemon by Sinnoh Pokemon by Pokedex number. Yeah, I think it was Sinnoh because it's the one that introduced Miss Magius, the evolution for Misdreavus.
Oh, the cute little, yeah, that one's cute.
Yep, the little witch Pokemon. It has Gastrodon, which I know a lot of people love. I don't necessarily care, but some people love it. I really like Vespiquen.
Cute.
I think Vespiquen is a cool Pokemon.
If you like bees.
I think but it has a cool design. Like, I don't know if that's the one that added Crobat or not, but like, there's a lot of like good Pokemon in that gen. Not all of them are unique to that gen, but it added several. I think it's also the one that added Glaceon and Leafeon. Let's go. All right, ads are done. We can stop talking about Pokemon and return to advice for new VTubers, because that's a great question.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm shilling myself. I don't care.
Shill.
If that's the word.
Yeah. So, well, probably. I don't know. Depends on what you're about to say.
Anyway. Well, I hope it's fine. I don't know. What's the word? I don't know. I probably don't know my words. I don't know my vocabulary. It doesn't matter. Okay. So on my Patreon, I have like this little like podcasty type thing that I started doing where I was starting to talk about this type of stuff on there because a lot of people have asked me stuff, or they'll ask me during my streams, or they'll ask me in DMs, and I don't like to be DM'd a bunch, but they'll ask me like, how do you get started as a VTuber? How do you do a debut? How do you do this? How do you do that? And it's like, okay, well, I'm gonna like record these like audio only podcast thingies and put them on my Patreon to answer these questions, because then people can just like listen to them almost like an audiobook if they want, right? So I was already thinking about this. So like the model thing, like if you're like wanting to become a VTuber, or like if you're already a little VTuber, like what was the question again?
It was just any advice for
like an aspiring VTuber.
Let's see. Do you guys have any advice for new VTubers or people wanting to get into it? So both.
Yeah. Okay, so there's so much stuff that you could talk about, right? So like for people wanting to get into it, it depends on how you want to start it, right? Like you can use a PNG, you can find free to use models and test it out to see if you even like, setting up your whole stream, trying to like use a model instead of a face cam, right? And you don't have to buy one of these super high-end $10,000 models, right? But it depends also, because I don't personally think that either one is bad or like wrong way to start out, because if you're trying to do the VTuber stuff as like a business, right? You could 100% invest $10,000 into your business. I'm not saying it would be wise or unwise. I'm just saying like you could do that if you wanted to. And then it'd be better obviously if you had like previous knowledge on how to stream as a content creator, right? But I'm just saying you don't have to do the 10K route, but I feel like it ties into the argument of hobby streamers versus indie VTubers versus corpo VTubers conversation too. So
yeah, I think the
Yeah.
thing that I would say is no matter what, I would not recommend starting with a $10,000 model,
no.
even if you want to treat it as a business. Because if you want to treat it as a business, I think you need to be sure that you want to do it first. So I would start with something else. And if you want to get some experience and then start a new identity with an expensive model, then that's more in the realm of a reasonable business decision. That's still a lot, and I don't think that you need it, but
No.
that makes a lot more sense. There have been a moderate number of people that decided they wanted to get into VTubing and just bought a really expensive model and then ended up not liking VTubing.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that will do that, and it's just because they don't actually, there's like, I cannot believe, well, I mean, it makes sense because people don't know, right? They're not knowledgeable about what goes on behind the scenes, but it's like there's so much that people do not know about at all that you have to do to be a content creator. And then when people just get like, you know, a 4K model or a 10K model and they just start off like that, they just get overwhelmed and sad and quit because they don't understand. They don't understand all the stuff you have to do.
Yeah, or they just realize that like VTubing isn't as fun as they imagined it would be, even if streaming is. Even if they like streaming, like it's not the same. You know, there's a lot of similarity, but not all of it, right?
Yeah, VTubing is a certain niche for sure, and people don't realize that either, that there are literally people out there in this world that are not going to watch a VTuber because they don't like VTubers, so they're not going to watch a VTuber. They're going to watch Basecamp streamers.
Yeah, see the whole drama with Iron Mouse getting top subbed, and then like so many people just hating on it because she's a VTuber. Crazy. What I will say, and this is maybe a bit of a hot take from what people advise for new people, aesthetics matter a lot, and people like to pretend like they don't, and I think that they either don't know what they're talking about or they're huffing copium. It matters, and people like to think that it's just the person or just the work you're doing behind the scenes, but that's, in my experience, not true. It is related. Those things are important too. None of these things are unimportant, but like, I would say it is better to stream with a good-looking PNG or a good-looking non-exclusive model than it is to stream with something that is not good-looking. Because much like audio issues also will turn people off very quickly. Like if your audio is really bad, people will they'll just be like, oh, this hurts, I'm going. People will just scroll past. They just won't click it if they don't think that it like looks good. And it's not everything, but at the beginning, a lot of what you need to do is get your foot in the door. And it's a lot harder to get your foot in the door if something doesn't look good. So I do think that is important to consider if you are planning to try and grow in this industry, business, whatever. It does not have to be a $10,000 model. Like there are models that are free. There are models that cost $20, $30 that look insanely good. Especially if you're a woman or a female presenting or want to stream with a female model, but there are decent looking male models out there too. And it is so much better to customize something that looks good. Just customize it a little bit to give it some of your flavor and to get your like stream aesthetics down. But I absolutely noticed an uptick in attention when I went from my Vroid that I made to just a PNG. Like when I went from a 3D that didn't look that good to something that an artist drew, like people, it made an impact. Like, and you know, it made an impact when I went to Live 2D also.
You definitely do not need a 10K model right from the start, right? Because like it matters more like that stuff looks good and like you know what you're doing from the beginning, right? But it depends, because like if you're just trying to do it as a hobby, right, like do whatever you want to do. But I have a hard time believing people that say they want to just do it as a hobby. I just do. I have a hard time believing that.
I do too. I think that the thing is there's so much work that goes into streaming that it does not feel like the same kind of hobby as there are some other hobbies that require a lot of work also, but many hobbies in the modern era are much more flexible and much more like just do it on your own. Like it's very different.
Hearest thou my voice still?
So I also don't really believe people that purely say they just want to do it as a hobby. I'm like, bro, like trying to I mean, I guess you could just go live and not do any planning whatsoever, any promotion whatsoever, any whatever whatsoever.
But I have a hard time believing that those hobby streamers aren't looking at YouTube occasionally to be like, how do I increase my viewers from 0? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that sounds rude. There's nothing wrong with just doing it as a hobby. It's just,
I mean, there's nothing wrong with doing it like because you think it's fun, but I think that the nature of something that involves other people's attention in order to like progress is like sort of innately more business focused. Maybe that's just me. Y'all plan. Kawaii Doggo said, I want to get an older male model, but I don't know if I should go down the typical anime look. Ooh, I have a lot of thoughts about like what type of aesthetic you have and no answers. I have a lot of thoughts and no answers, if that makes sense.
Well, because Kawaii Doggo first said, do you think people would prefer a more mature adult model versus a younger adult one? And I would definitely stay away from young adult looking models because people will call you a lolly and you're gonna be screwed. So I just wouldn't do that.
Well, young is relative, right? I would say that both of our models look like adult but not old, like because they were talking about like an older person, like, you know what I mean? Like there are a couple VTubers that do look like they are older,
but like a mom model.
Yeah, like a mom model or like a you know, like a gray-haired guy. But it's so hard with like the young adult ones too, because like some of them are just chilling and they get called a lolly and it's like, what? Yeah, I guess I would say it heavily depends on what kind of audience you want to grab for their attention, or what grabs your personal attention. Yeah, I was gonna say so, but like the reason that I said I have no answers is because I always can think, and this is, I think, part of the reason I sometimes have trouble like deciding what I want to do is because I can always think of a counterexample that's like the exact opposite. And so I'm like, so how am I supposed to make a decision from that? I don't know how many of you guys have seen that cow VTuber that blew up, like Clover.
That's a PNG cow?
She's not a PNG, it's live 2D. Like she made a live 2D cute little like cow that like moves and stuff when she talks, and she absolutely blew up partly because it was a really cute, really unique aesthetic that's just not a normal like VTuber model, right? So sometimes something that's very out of the norm can be really attention grabbing, but sometimes it can also backfire and then people are like, that's weird. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know the answer to that. That's a really difficult question.
Oh, wait. Celeste was saying, I think you can be a hobby VTuber and put in the effort and have it still be a hobby. I think it only becomes a job when you are depending on the money to pay bills. Okay, I see what she's saying by that definition of a hobby VTuber. That makes more sense.
Yeah, I think what we were talking about more though was like intent. You know what I mean? Like a hobby intent versus like hobby output, if that makes sense. I don't know. This adorable little cow you mentioned, also a funny guy who's an emperor penguin. Yeah. Yeah, the
that
little
guy, yeah.
the little cow one has an Appalachian accent, so she sounds an awful lot like which one of the ponies has the southern accent a little bit? Applejack.
Applejack.
Yeah. So she kind of sounds like Applejack. And like it works for her. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know. That part is the part that I'm by far one of the weakest aspects on is like the marketing side of it. And so I know some things about it, but like I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Oh, yeah. I guess also to clarify the I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. I always say lolly, but I think it's lowly. I have no freaking idea.
People say lolly, but like it's derived from Lolita, so like yeah.
Okay, it's
but people say
lolly.
people say lolly.
Okay, yeah. To I was just giving like the blunt answers that are my opinion, but if we like actually like if I actually answer that question in an advice way, it's just be careful about how you get your design, right? If they're looking younger, because I've seen some VTubers who have younger looking designs and maybe their design is like a little bit too short and maybe a little bit too flat chested, and then like just is wearing an outfit that maybe like a little kid at a playground would wear, right? So like it's just like be careful what your design is, because like
you get a lot more eyes on you looking for a fault when you have that type of design. Yeah.
And it's just like, but and it's so weird too, because it's like there's human beings who are really like short and small and petite, and they might wear like Lolita clothing and they're like definitely old. So it's just like that's such a weird like thing to be careful around.
It's such a loaded
like
term
design.
because there's a lot of people that will apply the label to any character that is like petite and flat, and I'm like, that's I in a way, like in Japan, that is basically how they use that, and it does not necessarily mean like young, but it does sometimes, and it's really difficult when people are sort of like talking about different things but using the same word and just like talking past each other about it. But I think it's also so difficult because there's oh my god, what is her name? The one that they always make fun of her giant forehead. Fuck, I'm forgetting her name right now. Chibidoki. Like Chibidoki is absolutely like a very like childlike looking model, but because her whole energy is like such a dipshit wild gremlin, it's like people don't care. you know I mean? So like I don't know how you'd possibly quantify all of that.
Yeah, that's such a weird topic too. That's like a whole different like sector of like VTubers that are doing their own weird little thing somewhere, you know? Like, I don't know. My advice is to just make the design that you want, that you're gonna like. Don't be afraid to tell your artist to fix your stuff. Because I see Kawaii Doggo was saying, I just don't want people to have a certain idea about me if I use a more mature adult model, because I'm not into the whole parent thing. Another piece of advice on that is like, people might call you mommy or daddy no matter what your VTuber looks like.
Yeah.
Which kind of sucks to deal with, but it happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely don't like have your model look too mature if you don't want to look that way.
Yeah, it's really tough. I mean, yeah, I'd like obviously my model looks a lot younger than I am in real life, but I think most people would say that my model like fits my voice. I don't have any advice for how to like to figure that out yourself. That's something that is outside of my realm of like experience, I guess. Setting your boundaries is really important, but also I think it falls into that like you have to learn some thick skin, because it's
definitely
absolutely not all right for people to be doing something that they know is upsetting to you. But there are certain realities about this industry and about this subculture that are just going to come out, and if it makes you really uncomfortable, you're gonna have to understand that those people aren't doing it maliciously if they don't know you, like if they're just first time. Like I've seen somebody really have a meltdown on Twitter about people like calling them mommy, like as first time chatters, and you know, because of like their voice and presentation. And I'm like, but they have that stereotypically like step on me mommy presentation. And it's like, I'm sorry. It's one thing if somebody's repeatedly doing it, but you are giving off that vibe, and it is extremely common in this anime subculture to say those types of things. And it's probably not appropriate, but that is what's going to happen. And like, you're not going to be able to change that by being mad on Twitter. You know what I mean? Like, you got to set your boundaries, but like if you're going to flip out because people are behaving the way that they behave towards everybody else, like you're going to have a bad time.
Yeah,
you're going to have a bad time.
Like, that's totally part of what I was trying to say earlier about how like VTubing is a niche, and there's like a bunch of different like crowds that watch VTubers, right?
True.
But also, no matter what you do, which is why I was talking about like the hobby thing, is like, if you are live streaming, if you are creating content, putting it on YouTube, eyes are going to see it, right? Regardless of how many eyes are gonna see it, eyes are gonna see it, and they're gonna leave comments and say whatever they want to say, even if you tell them not to. Like, they're gonna say that stuff. Like, you literally cannot control it. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't stand up for yourself, right? Like, you should put out a message in your Discord server, make a YouTube video saying, hey, a lot of people have been calling me a mommy VTuber, but I don't really identify that way.
Please
I
don't
really feel like a mommy VTuber. Please try to refrain from that. And then even if you say that, there's a lot of crazy people out there that are going to view your stuff, and they're not going to stop. So like, you just have to like create like commands,
or they just won't have seen it. Like, they just, you know, you can't assume that everybody has read and seen anything or everything that you've ever said or done.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of creators make that mistake too. They're like, I've said this. And you're like, okay, well, I wasn't there. How would I know? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, which is why, you know, set up commands in your chat, set up bots to bonk when people do that, to delete it.
Yeah, set up a mommy bot. If you really hate people saying mommy to you that much, like, set up a bot that deletes it. Like,
yeah, you gotta protect yourself, right? And I'm not saying that it makes it okay for them to continuously call you a mommy, right? Like, in a not internet parasocial realm where you can't really control what people are doing, right? Like, in real life, if you were hanging out with a group of friends and they kept calling you mommy, you would be like able to defend yourself more. You'd be able to be like, I'm sorry, I'm not going to go to the mall with you anymore because you keep calling me mommy, and that makes it really that makes me really uncomfortable. And that's another thing too, is like, there is this interestingly parasocial thing about VTubers, and oftentimes it leans on this like more lewd side, and it's like, whoa, because it's like not every VTuber is like that. So like, I don't know, it's tough. All of this factors into advice for new VTubers. It's more than what you think you're looking at.
There's so much stuff. There's so much. But like, if I were to give a real quick bullet point list of stuff, it's like, start with a PNG or a free or cheap Live 2D. If you're going for Live 2D, go on Booth. There's really, really, really good options. Somebody asked if people even notice if models are non-exclusive. I think sometimes no, sometimes yes. It depends on if it's one that's used a lot more often, but like, it doesn't matter. They're not going to care.
Do you remember that mommy one though that was viral like a year or two ago? Like, everybody was watching everybody that was like using that model. So like, I don't know if they noticed.
I don't know. Well, I don't know which one you're talking about specifically, but
I don't remember what it was called, but it was like a free to use or $30 one to use, and you could customize the hair and stuff, and everybody was using it because it looked like a mommy lady.
Did it have like red eyes and like dark brown hair?
I mean, you could have gave it brown hair. Yeah, the Jenny model.
The
Celeste
Jenny
knew
model?
The Jenny model.
What?
We need a link.
Jenny model. L2D. Customizable VTuber. Oh, is it like? Huh. Glow up with Jenny. Oh, from Eye Candy, maybe? Wait, no, just kidding. Wait. Was it a 3D or live 2D?
Live 2D. Live 2D, and so many people got that model, like a handful of people at least, and they grew off of that model and did like some of them did ASMR, some of them did whatever, and it was a good model and everybody loved watching it because it was really a nice model.
Yeah. So yeah, like just get something that looks good and you can do it pretty cheap. Get your audio levels balanced. You like listen to it yourself. You're gonna have to get used to listening to your own voice. Just suck it up. Eventually you will stop hating it, but just like figure out how to do audio levels. There are really, really good tutorials on how to level your audio, and then it's kind of just done. It's just a one and done basically. And then just try it out. Just start. That's my main advice, is like just start for a while. You know, you can debut after you've started streaming if you want, or like debut when you get an exclusive model or whatever.
Oh yeah. And definitely always do your research. Like research the crowd, watch some YouTube videos about VTubers and stuff. I found the link, I'm sending it to you just so you can see this model.
Oh, okay. Sick. Let me see that shit. Give me that.
I swear you're gonna recognize it when you see it. You're gonna be like, oh, I saw someone with that.
Oh, okay.
That's not your voice, that's just...
Here, hold on. Let me open this in a window that chat can see. We can do a little magic.
I think Mochi was one of them. Wasn't Mochi someone who used this model with the pink hair? Mochi?
I don't know. Let's see. So I think if I do...
I wanted to share that little piece of advice. Start out using free or like pay to use cheap ones, right? But when you want to come up with your own custom design, take your time to find a concept artist to actually make what you want, or you're gonna end up getting like too many models or something, and then you'll be sad because you didn't get what you wanted the first time. Yeah. And then a good thing is to make sure you read the TOS of your artist, because
here, can you slide to the left a little bit?
Yeah.
Slide to the left. There we go. Yeah, this is the model we're talking about. Oh. Actually, I can do this.
Does anyone recognize her? The queen?
Do you recognize this VTuber lady? There we go. Just had to catch up.
I'm telling you, this thing went viral. Everybody downloaded this thing and started using it.
Yeah, it's good.
Some people started out as small VTubers with it, and then after they built up their online presence and stuff, they saved up money, and then they got a custom one.
What?
I swear Mochi was one that did this, but I could be crazy.
What blows my mind is I'm actually so jealous of like some of the customization options on these models. Like it is so crazy. Wait, hold on. How do I switch to English?
Sometimes I want to snatch one just for fun.
Yeah, like
just for fun.
The amount of like hair customization and stuff that they have is like crazy. Category. Let's see.
I know Kuromiya. I don't know how to pronounce her name, but I know that she's the purple cosmic sheep VTuber or something like that. I know that she uses
Lucian?
one of these. Yeah.
Lulu?
Yeah. Yeah, she uses.
She's my manager.
Oh, really? I said Kuromiya. I didn't know what her
I
name
mean,
was.
it's like that's like the last name in the way that the like Japanese, last name first name.
I freaking okay. That's good to know because I saw her management openings and I was curious. But anyway, that's funny. I guess I'll ask you about that.
I can talk to you about it afterwards.
Yeah. Later, obviously. Yeah. But anyway, she uses one of these like she has a cat one. There's a cat one.
Oh, yeah.
That's like pay to use or free to use.
Mhm.
And sometimes she's a cute little purple cat on her stream. And it's like
She's also a
sometimes
sheep.
I see these sheep? Oh yeah, the sheep.
Yeah, because she's the
Yeah.
purple capitalism sheep.
I forgot about her sheep. Yeah. But some of these you could just snatch and be like, oh, this is my Halloween costume. Haha. Or like anything.
I was looking for the Biff, I don't know if you are responding to what we were looking at before, but people were using this model as like the mommy model. It's like businesswoman more than anything else, but like
Yeah, I think it isn't it like big sister model or something, but everyone just was like mom.
it does not give me
Aw.
big sister vibes as much as like I can see it. It doesn't necessarily look old, but I can see how it gives like office MILF. Like it's like cougar
Yeah.
vibes, like the hag maxing vibes. All right, we can go back. But anyway, yeah, there are so many good models. Not necessarily office, yeah, but I mean like people will say like mommy. You know what I mean? Like mommy isn't mother. You know what I mean? I hope. Mother.
I don't know. I don't know. I get called it all the time and I'm so tired.
You're so tired
I
of
just
it?
don't care anymore. It's only because I don't think that I give those vibes. I think that I'm more like bratty big sister vibes. So I just don't know what to do with that.
I think it's
information.
I mean, I think some of it is like your voice is a little bit like deeper and more chill as opposed
My
to
voice is deep. Yeah, I know. It's
as opposed to like I feel like bratty
interesting.
is sort of assumed to be like the higher pitched gremlin noise voice. So I think a lot of it's just the sound of your voice and the fact that you have that soothing energy. You're just like, I don't know, you're very chill, which I like. I enjoy the chill vibes. And so I think that even if maybe the content is like bratty, is not necessarily matching the like sound you give off,
Finally, someone has called me chill.
I think you're chill. Absolutely.
Finally, you heard it here. No more sus streams. I told you.
Oh,
I
you can
told
be
you.
chill and sus. Like, whoa.
Aw, man.
Literally, the mainstream way that we say something sus is to Netflix and chill.
Oh, I suppose that's true.
Yeah. But like, nah, man. Like you're chill. I've always thought that we like got along really easily because we're both just like kind of chill. There's only so much energy I have for somebody that's like talking a million miles an hour.
I mean, I can do that, but it's not all the time because I'm old.
Because I'm old. Because we're old. Yeah.
I'm old. So
Shaking our canes.
I could ask you a question just because I kind of wanted to share like where my VTuber vibes came from.
Sure.
What was like before you became a VTuber? What VTubers may have inspired you to become a VTuber?
Ooh, I can tell you this for sure. I have several answers. Suki, would you like to take a guess? This is my favorite guessing game for chat. Is guess my age. I've told my chat my age many times, so it's fine. Blushie is not playing this game unless you want to, but you can absolutely guess my age. Blushie and I are not the same age. Oh, that's cute, Suki.
Yeah, we're not
That's
the same
cute.
age. We are not the same.
We are not the same. Yeah, I'm older. That's cute. See, look at that. It's almost like getting carded in a bar again. Insane is closer. Insane is closer, but I'm older. Anyway.
But you're a vampire, right? Like
That's
I'm a
right.
101-year-old dragon, so like
Yeah,
That's my lore.
we are the hags that the youths are talking about. We have that hag energy.
I don't know yet.
You don't know yet if you're hag?
No, I don't know yet how I feel about the hag. I don't know how I feel. I don't know how I feel.
Tell me your thoughts. Also, nice blush toggle. Good job. That was quick. You're quick on that one.
I don't know. I don't know about it, because why hag? A hag is someone that's like
old,
a hag.
ugly,
an
hideous,
gross, ugly hag witch that lives out in the mud flats in the middle of a creepy forest.
Correct.
So why are we using hag as like a term of endearment? I don't want to be called a hag.
So, okay, so here's the thing. It is absolutely an insult, and I think that it was very first used in an insulting way to be like, you're ancient. But very quickly, I think that a lot of women in their 30s that were getting branded with the hag allegations, first of all, like, don't give a fuck what young people think. And so they kind of gave it they kind of laughed it off and were like, fuck yeah. And like kind of just thought it was hilarious. And, you know, basically one of the things that is better about getting older is that you give a lot fewer shits about what people think about you for that type of thing. And so it's like, you think you can hurt me with this? Like, this is my power. And also I think that there's just a big vibe of people, especially women that are in their 30s and older, that like the idea of being a witch coven is just innately humorous, of like, yeah, I want to get together with my girly best friends and fucking practice witchcraft. Like, that sounds dope. Not that they would actually do it, but sort of the idea sounds funny. And so, and I feel like this is not a recent thing. So I think it sort of just tapped into a like, yeah, I'll fucking own that. Like, I'll just own that. So I think that it sort of just became, I don't know. It just became sort of like a joke. So obviously the roots of it are about being like a hideous monster. But, you know, I feel like just a lot of people that would have been slapped with that just thought it was fucking hilarious and just said, yeah, what of it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think what Suki was saying, like, hag is an old fae-like creature. I think that's why, like, I guess that's why I don't like the term myself, is because, like, I like fantasy stuff, and, like, usually a hag,
so you know
is,
how
like,
hideous they're supposed to be?
Yeah, so it's just like, huh? Like,
no, I mean, it is. It's absolutely like that. Yeah, I don't know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, but it is that
Suki's
combo.
Like, they're powerful though.
Yeah, it's like, it's the danger, right? Because like hag and witch are different, but they're, I would say, like etymologically similar in terms of like where they live in fantasy, of being like things you don't want to fuck with because they will ruin you. Like, they have power and they will ruin you. So like, I don't know. Look how fast she whipped that shit out, bro. That's like, this is the closest I got. Damn, that's a good toggle. The worst thing I ever said to a teenager was, I was you once. That's pretty good. Actually, that's pretty funny. Oh shit. What? Oh, right. So you asked me about VTubers that inspired me. Yes. Okay. So,
Shoot, I forgot. How did I get on hag? I'm so sorry.
Because I said something about we are the hags, because we were talking about being old at the same time. So my first VTuber that I ever really watched, I knew that they existed, but I didn't really pay attention to them.
Yeah.
But my first VTuber was Mori Calliope Mori, Callie.
Oh, right. I saw that on your tweet.
Yeah. She was my Oshi. I found her through Trash Taste. Before, I didn't really understand the whole VTuber thing. But she was on Trash Taste, the podcast, you know, that Giguk is founded, and CDog VA, which basically I think helped catapult him into being like super big now. And so I watched them because I watched Giguk, and she was on there like a month after Myth debuted. And so I watched the episode and I was like, oh, dude, she's like pretty chill, pretty funny. Like kind of like I dig the personality. You know, I didn't necessarily care that she was a VTuber, but you know, I liked her vibes. And then they talked about how like on her debut, she dropped like a rap song that was like sick. And I was like, that seems weird for her, you know, I don't know, it's like anime girl rap. And I was like, sure, I'll check it out. And listen, R.I.P. Excuse my rudeness, but could you please R.I.P. Maybe like kind of a weeb song, but also it's such a banger. I still love it to this day. And I was like, okay, this is somebody that has a good sense of humor. Did I lose you, Blushie? Oh, you just sat really like that. You were just sitting like really still.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I guess I was. I looked dead. I was listening.
No, it's fine. Just checking.
Oh my gosh, that was crazy.
That was crazy.
I looked up, like, I mean, I was looking at you, like, on the screen, but then I looked over at my model and it, like, didn't even move. Oh.
Lesson in emoting to new VTubers that like you have to really like make sure that you're doing things. But anyway, I fell into the rabbit hole with Callie and sort of got into Hololive Myth. So that would be 2020. And I really sort of fell in love with the concept, but my age does play into it because I kind of thought that it was like kind of too late to start streaming as somebody my age. And when Hollow Stars had their first English generation, one of them I realized was pretty close to my age and demographic and life experience, having worked in IT. And he was the old man Grampire, Noir Vesper, and everybody loved his old man energy. And so I was like, I really like him. There appears to be an audience of people that like, you know, somebody that's not like a super gremlin-y type person, somebody that's got some whatever. And so basically I was like, I don't know, maybe I could try it. And my wife was like, you should definitely try it. Like, you should do it. Because she also watches VTubers. We were actually watching the RPG session that Callie was hosting of Gun, the Western tabletop RPG, before the stream. So, you know, we watch VTubers together.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, that is what made me start. I've always kind of been interested in streaming, but when I was the age that most people start streaming didn't exist, and YouTube barely existed. And then I was in the middle of my professional career, and now I'm having a midlife crisis, and I became an anime boy.
Midlife crisis, I'm dead.
Listen, you know my age. It's not wrong. It's not wrong. I didn't understand a midlife crisis until I'd worked at the same job for 15 years and was like, I don't wanna... like, I'm done. Yeah. I get it. Anyway, yes, also sorry Raiders, I was in the middle of answering some Blushie's question, but welcome in, Raiders. Thank you so much for the raid. I'm Greibach, digital vampire, old man gamer, the boomer tuber, knower of ancient secrets. I play a lot of Souls-like games with sort of fun, chill vibes, and this is Blushie Faye, the wonderful chill vibes, cozy streamer that is also sometimes a gremlin and sometimes says sus things but doesn't realize it.
I like that.
What about you? Like we'll just throw the question back to you.
Yeah. First, I'm gonna bring out the doggo because Carlos is gonna like
he's losing his absolute shit.
Yeah, and I had seen Carlos's message earlier, but like way earlier too. But I kept forgetting because I was trying to stay focused on the topics. But I'll bring the dog. It's a toggle.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah,
that's so cute.
Yeah, I'll answer the question for sure. Yeah.
Thank you, Koikitsu. Go ahead.
So like, I don't know. I never know how to organize this question, the answer to this question very well, because like, it's a plethora of things, right?
Right.
So
There's many
like,
factors.
yeah, because like I love movies, I love theater, I love film, I love acting, right? And I just, when I was younger, like kid, you know, I didn't think I could really ever like go to Hollywood, like move to California and like try to be in movies and stuff, even though that would be like my dream, is to like be in TV shows and stuff, because it's like, I don't know, acting is so much fun. It's so much work, but it's so much fun. Anyway, so I always played, well, when I was a kid I played Pokemon, and we didn't have like a lot of money to have any other games, but I played Pokemon. And then I got a little bit older and saw that there were like female gamers on YouTube that were Let's Players. And I was like, I want to Let's Play Pokemon games on YouTube. And couldn't really ever afford to do that. But once I could, like as an adult, I started out like making content on YouTube before being a VTuber, and streaming from a crappy laptop, then my PS4, then I, you know, was adult, so used my tax return to build a PC. And
what a legend.
I was streaming, like I've been streaming on Twitch since 2017, and I wasn't a VTuber. And
you are a flesh tuber.
Yeah, and so like how I became a VTuber was because, I mean, I'm older, right? So like I was subscribed to this person called Nyanners, and Nyanners back in the day was a YouTuber that would make like kind of shit posting videos and parody
Nyanners.
songs.
I love how you pronounce that.
Yeah, Nyanners. I don't know how else to say it.
Like nyan?
Nyanners?
Nyanners? Yeah.
I don't think any of us knew how to freaking say it back then. I don't even know.
I ran into her at TwitchCon, by the way. And by that, I mean literally walked right past her, but knew it was her.
Yeah, because, yeah. Because, I mean, like I said, she used to not be a VTuber, right?
Oh,
So,
I mean,
like,
she's shown her face after becoming a VTuber finally. Like, more recently. With her boyfriend.
Yeah.
I walked past Onigiri and then Aethel, who's her boyfriend, and her, like, one right after another at the same crosswalk. And I was like, oh, I see. I always thought flesh tuber was a weird word. It makes me think of some horrific meat potato. It makes me think of a sex toy, which I think is probably 3/4 of the reason that people use it.
Oh my gosh. That's funny.
I'm serious. Anyway, but yes, Nyanners.
Yeah, so, like, and because, I mean, some people who followed her, like, a long time ago would know, like, what she looks like because of that. But mostly on her YouTube channel, though, she never used her face on her YouTube channel, right? Like, that I know of.
Not until very recently.
Yeah, not until very recently, but, like, I think, well, I mean, I knew what she looked like way before then, but, like, it doesn't matter. Like, it was on one of her other social media accounts. Anyway, but
yeah.
Basically, her channel was shitposty, but she always had this, like, voice acting voice and had, like, a cat mascot thing going on, like a cat girl or, like, a little anime girl image, whatever. But then, I think, like, I don't know how to say her name, but, like, everyone saw, like, Kazuna AI or whatever her name is. Like, people would see her maybe scrolling YouTube. I didn't know who she was, you know.
I also remember seeing that and being like, I don't know what this is.
Yeah, I didn't know what it was, so I just, like, kept scrolling, right?
I thought it was an AI at the time because it says AI. Of course, it was, I think, not AI, but
I literally don't even know. Like,
No, I mean like
So-
the name is like Kizuna and then AI, but it's
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
name I believe, not like.
well, at the time, I don't even think I knew like what like AI stuff was. Like, I don't even know. I was just chilling, you know.
I mean, I knew from like movies, you know what I mean? Like,
Oh, yeah,
in like
okay,
theory,
yeah.
right? In theory, like I sort of
Yeah.
figured that it was like I didn't necessarily realize that it was well because at the time it wasn't even live streamed, right? It was videos. So
Yeah, I don't even know what it was. I was just scrolling.
yeah, well, because YouTube didn't have live streaming back then. So I think that they were like videos that she made. So I sort of just assumed that it was like matching up, you know, like a CGI character with, you know, a voice that was, yeah, anyway.
Yeah, and then I had like a Twitter account for Facecam streaming stuff, right? And then like one day, like I just saw like an image of like a VTuber, and still didn't really know what it was. But then I would be on Twitch, and I had briefly heard about like a pink VTuber named Iron Mouse, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't watch any of her stuff. Like, I just saw like Iron Mouse, right? Like, I just saw her image, like her design, right? I didn't really watch any of her stuff like at all, honestly. Like,
Yeah.
I've watched her, I don't know, like maybe a handful of hours, like really haven't watched her. But I saw like an image of her. But then what happened is that I heard that like Nyanners was gonna become a VTuber. And then I was like, all right, hold up. This is like the coolest thing ever to be able to see this content creator that I already knew of before finally become like a cat girl that she was already like kind of voicing on her YouTube channel for like years. I was like, hold up. You mean to tell me, because I didn't know what an Iron Mouse was either. I had no clue. I wasn't watching
What
her
an
either.
Iron Mouse was.
I had no clue. I was so confused. But then, like, the only reason I like found out about VTubers was because Nyanners was gonna become one, and I put two and two together that this voice acting content creator basically was gonna have their own anime character, and I was like, hold up, what's this? So then on my main like Facecam streaming whatever Twitter account, I was like, what's going on? You know, I was looking up Nyanners stuff, and then from there, like the first streamer I really saw was Fox Plushie after like Nyanners. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Those were like the first ones I ever saw. And I feel like when I saw Fox Plushie, I really felt like, okay, I actually want to do this because I wanted to be a wholesome, cozy Let's Player, and Foxy has like cozy vibes. So when I saw Foxy, I was like, you know what? Maybe I could become a VTuber. Let's figure this out and go from there. So like, weird roundabout way to find out about VTubers, but like not know anything about anything, because like Iron Mouse wasn't what she is nowadays.
Yeah, she was much small. I remember Iron Mouse back on her like first models. Well, probably not her first model, but the
Yeah.
first model that people remember as being Iron Mouse that is really old.
Yeah.
Like I remember her back then, and like her energy and voice got to me a little bit, so I didn't really tune in that much. But like, yeah, like I knew of her kind of around the same time as the other
A
VTubers.
familiar
I
feeling.
really,
Like a
really
kind
did not
word
watch
and a
her
kind
then
touch at the
either.
same time.
Like I
It's
probably
warm
only
and
really
comfortable.
started going to her streams probably about like maybe a year and a half ago. I would drop in because it was cool to see a VTuber start raising so much money for charity and beating all these goals. So I was like, hey, well, I've never really watched Iron Mouse. Let me go check it out a little bit. But even then, I don't really have time to watch streamers. So
I know that's the real curse of being a streamer, is that like you can't watch the people that you oh, that's a lie. You can't really like watch the people that got you into it anymore because you just don't have time. Yeah. I mean, you know about Iron Mouse's like real life situation, right? I feel like everybody does nowadays, but every once in a while you find somebody that doesn't.
Oh, yeah, that she has some type of lung thing going on.
She has
don't know if
immunodeficiency.
okay, I
So-
didn't know if she had COPD also because of that, the chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. I'm not sure.
Oh, well, so she might have that as like a side effect. So
Yeah, that's
the
what
way
I
that
was
I would
upset
describe it
about.
is it's almost like having like the effects of having like AIDS, except it's not transmissible, but it's like you just have zero immune system whatsoever. So like literally anything can get you sick, and it takes forever to ever like get better. But hers is called CVID, which is common variable immunodeficiency. So like
Okay, that's what it is.
and so she has had a lot of damage to her lungs. She can now walk again after like 8 years of being bedridden. Like she rose on Twitch as a VTuber in bed, literally streaming in bed. And she still streams in bed like the majority of the time. Like,
Yeah, I thought I'm not 100% sure, but I think I saw when she was able to walk again because I thought someone made some art of it.
probably.
Unless I'm crazy. I don't know.
I'm sure somebody did, because she's talked about it publicly that like, well, and like the thing is like she's so sick that she's only also just barely started being able to eat again. Food.
Okay.
She's like literally been on just like IV nutrition effectively for like years. So like it's so crazy inspiring for somebody like, and that's also why this hobby is so cool is there are a lot of VTubers that have like challenges in mobility or in any sorts of things that like can just be, it just doesn't matter because you're a fucking sick anime character, you know? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's like it's work from home for a lot of people too.
Right. We have an ad break starting in 30 seconds, and since we talked right through my last ad break, I'm going to go unhydrate, so to speak.
I'm dead.
I'm dead. Yeah, so we will be right back. You guys should also make sure that you eat, drink, hydrate, unhydrate whatsoever. So we'll be back in just a bit. There we go. Alrighty, we are back. Blushie, you have to go like pretty soon, right?
Yeah, like 45 minutes, 40 minutes. Why, what's going on?
No, I was just checking. Just checking, you know, making sure I don't like prevent you from going anywhere important or whatnot. I just actually sent you the the one that I was thinking of that I saw a bunch of people using that I really like. Here actually, yeah.
Oh, I would use this one.
Yeah, this one's really good. Let's see.
I've been thinking about using some for ASMR.
Yeah. Yeah, this one I've seen like lots of people using this one. All the different toggles on these are like all the different hairstyles and like body styles and like that's not even including what you can customize on your own. But when they just use like physics sliders, like damn, this model looks good. And this model is let's see. How much is it? Where do I see how much it is? I think it was like $30 or something like that.
Yeah,
like,
a lot of them are like $30.
Yeah, it was like that's
wait, go down.
Oh, there
Look
it
at
is.
Those are cute.
Which ones?
The ones down below are cute too. There was like
some of these.
There was a boy one. He's like or maybe it's a girl. I don't know.
This one?
Brown cat-haired one.
Oh, this one?
To
Yeah.
the left. Yeah, that one looks cute too.
Yeah.
I
All
wasn't
of
sure if it was a boy
this
or
is
not.
probably what, like $28 after the exchange rate? Yeah, anyway.
I really like that one. They have fangs and ears.
Mm-hmm. Anyway. But yeah. So you play Overwatch, right?
Yeah.
We should play sometime.
Yeah.
I love your
I'm definitely behind on my battle pass again.
I love your screen name. Oh yeah, well, I like the Egyptian Reaper. I think it's dope. Have you seen the My Hero Academia collab?
Oh, the Egyptian Reaper's so cool.
It's so good. Jackal
I've
Reaper.
seen some of the pictures of it, but I've never seen the anime. So.
I think it's very funny that Tracer is Deku. The entire stream was a lead up to Overwatch. Yeah, no, I just
Here it comes, the entire purpose. The entire stream was a lead up to Overwatch. Oh my gosh. Do you
Overwatch.
stream it a lot? Are they teasing you?
No, actually, I almost never do. I streamed it the other day because I was trying to play the Plucky Squire, and then PSN had an outage, so I literally couldn't like play it on stream. So I was like, oh, I guess we're playing Overwatch. But yeah, what games are you playing these days? You got anything you're looking forward to?
Well, I'm always behind on my games, so I play Overwatch because I gotta do my battle pass. I occasionally will play Final Fantasy XIV again because I'm trying to get through the story. But I've played that game for years, a long time. I'm just behind in the story because I kept wanting to stream the story as a streamer. I kept not having the right time or setup, so I'm really behind. I really want to play the Silent Hill 2 remake, but I am not dropping $70 on that game right now.
Fair.
I need to finish Elden Ring. I was playing through
That's
Elden Ring
right.
a
You're playing
bit
through your
ago.
first Elden Ring. That's right. I've dropped in and out on that a few times.
Yeah, and I need to finish Baldur's Gate 3 because I never finished that either.
Nar! How far are you in that?
I don't remember it. I think I'm still in the first act, or maybe at the very beginning of the second. I'm not sure. I don't know. I have no clue.
What was the last thing you've done, like vaguely?
I think Lucy and I think we went back over to where the
monastery?
I don't know, back over to where the the guy with the dragon is, and he's gonna cook us, but he doesn't cook us because we like get out of the situation.
The Gith Yankee.
Yeah, and I think we were advancing past that area because we hadn't passed that area yet.
Okay, so did you go into the Underdark?
I think we did. I think Lucy had us go there for a little bit, but then we left because it was like tough or something.
Okay, yeah, so you're still in Act 1.
But yeah, so I need to play that. But I've been really enjoying the Chilla's Art horror games. I really like them because they're really great for a short stream because you can play them in like maybe 2.5 to 3 hours, sometimes maybe 4 hours if you get stuck.
Mm-hmm.
And I really like that because they make for times when I'm able to, okay, I could dedicate like 3 to 4 hours today and I could just get this one game done.
Yeah, just like power through a single game in one session. Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, other than that, I just have like a plethora of cozy games and stuff on my Steam library that I never get around to playing.
Did you move away from your mic? You're kind of cutting out a little bit.
Oh crap. Yeah,
Oh.
it was farther away.
Have you played Fields of Mystria?
No, but Lucy gifted that to me for my birthday and it looks really, really fun. It was one I had seen on Twitter a lot of and it looked really cute and I really wanted to play it.
It's very cute. I am taking a break from it because it is in early access and I feel like I've kind of probably hit the bounds of what they've finished.
Oh no.
Not, and it's not insignificant, but like I got down to a point in the mines where they were like, check back later. So like I definitely got as far as they did in the mines, which was probably only like 2/3 of the way through to the full extent of it. And then I kind of just like finished out the first year and I feel like there's probably not going to be much new content in the second year that wasn't in the first year. So I was like, okay, this is a good time. I got a fun little farm. I kind of like got into my flow, but I'm going to take a break and let him work on some more stuff. But it was not an insignificant amount. I kind of no-lifed it for a week or two.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I wish I could do stuff like that. Like that's what my problem is like I have a really hard time creating a schedule to like.
I didn't do it on stream, to be clear.
sometimes.
I just did it off stream.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like, cause I'll upload a schedule so people will know when I'm streaming, where, and what I'm streaming.
Mm-hmm.
And I do that for like maybe 2 months, and then I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna do that anymore because like I just never know how tired I'm gonna be when I get home from work, and I never know what game I'm gonna want to play because I might have planned a week out to play Elden Ring on Tuesday, but if I'm dead tired, I'm not gonna play Elden Ring on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Like it's too hard for me to be that consistent, which sucks because it's extremely important.
You know what's interesting? Because do you know who Giga is?
Yeah, the VShojo member.
Yeah, the one in VShojo. Yeah, she was actually just talking about how the whole schedule meta like really came from corporate like Hololive and Niji Sanji VTubers because of the fact that they are almost exclusively on YouTube. And so then on YouTube, they like want to / need to make waiting rooms and stuff and all the thumbnail stuff. And so for them, it's extra important to have all that stuff planned out and scheduled out. But that Twitch largely, like a lot of the time, people just don't give a shit. They just show up to your stream if they like you and then you figure it out. Or maybe you do multiple things during a Twitch stream. You do a just chatting segment for a while and then you do then you like switch to a game and then maybe you switch to another game or whatever. And so she kind of was talking about how it's advantageous for Twitch to kind of just not worry about it. But I think it's really interesting to talk about since we multi-stream, we kind of have to do thumbnails and stuff like that. So I don't know. I've been planning out my streams for the whole time basically, but I'm curious what it would be like to not,
Yeah. So like,
or at least not plan out the content like as much.
Yeah. Like I totally understand that corpo YouTube schedule thing. That makes so much sense. And I know that it didn't used to be a thing, right? Like it totally didn't, because the whole thing is it was more important, right? With Twitch being your main platform, it was more important that you stream at the same time on the same days,
right,
every day that you're going to do it, right? So if you do Monday, Wednesday, Friday or whatever, your community knows that on Twitch, you'll be on Twitch Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 5 p.m., right?
Right.
And they didn't really care what game you were playing back then.
Or if they didn't want to watch what you played, then they just left. But like, yeah, they'd show up to see what's going on, right?
Yeah, because like that was a thing. And then like the corpo thing, I think it was just, you know, like a corporate business model type thing. And then the YouTube with the pre-scheduling with the waiting rooms and the thumbnails, like, and it's not like it's not effective, because like on Twitter, people want to see your schedule and things like that.
It's true.
It's just like,
I don't know though. I don't know how much that actually makes a difference. Maybe it does if you're really big, but I feel like a lot of the time on Twitter, I think most of my community does not use Twitter actively to find out when my streams are. I could be wrong. I don't know. Chat, tell me, do you use Twitter? I kind of doubt it. Like, I don't know. The engagements I get on my like going lives and my schedules are extremely low on Twitter. But you know, I don't know. But yeah, I think it's interesting because I think it sort of opens what in the business they would call a curiosity loop of like, they talk about that for video editing all the time, about how you want to like open up a curiosity loop that you then later satisfy to keep people hooked. And I feel kind of like not having a published plan of the games you're gonna play might actually play into that for Twitch streamers, because you're like, I don't know where I have to find out what they're gonna play. Like, well, I don't want to miss something that might be sick because I don't know what it's gonna be. You know, I don't know. I don't know how much anybody's really thought about that. You get my Twitch notifications with your Google. Listen, 70% of my Twitch followers get the Twitch notification. So, you know, good for you guys. I just see you're live when mindlessly browsing Twitch and join in. Let's go. That's what you want. That, and also that's why I multi-stream. Did we talk about multi-streaming to Twitter, Blushie?
no, but I've recently been wondering how to do it, but I think you need Twitter Blue, and I stopped paying for Twitter Blue because I'm broke, so.
You do. Unfortunately, but basically I didn't do it for a long time because I was like, nobody fucking watches Twitter, like live streams through Twitter. But one of my other friends basically said, yeah, but the thing is that it shows up on the right side of your feed that people you follow are live. And so like that is basically an advertisement for you being live on Twitch that isn't something that you scroll past because it's just always there, especially if you're on desktop. And I was like, I did not think of it in that way. I was like, oh, well, I guess I'm multi-streaming to Twitter now because fuck it, why not? You know, Twitter formerly X. Yeah, God, if only.
I don't know if my PC can handle it. I'd have to switch off one day because I already multi-stream to Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok at the same time. So I would have to not multi-stream to one of those on one of the days. Probably YouTube.
It should really only be your bandwidth that's limiting that, though. Because like multi-streaming, the big draw on your PC is doing vertical and horizontal because it has to render two different scenes. But sending one video stream to multiple platforms that's in the same format is only increasing your bandwidth, not your PC. But the fact that you're doing both horizontal and vertical is what's pulling it. So I actually stream horizontal to TikTok, or I mean to Twitter rather.
Yeah, I would stream
because who cares? I bet that if your bandwidth is okay, you could actually do it just fine. I mean, you'd need Twitter Blue though, so you're not gonna do that.
Does it come with any subscription to Twitter Blue if I got it back, or do I need to meet requirements?
I don't know, because I think there's a really, really, really cheap Twitter Blue that they added after I subscribed. I'm on like the the like normal basic, the like, I don't know, whatever it is, like $5 a month plan or whatever. But other than that, there's no requirements. You don't have to be like monetized or anything.
I was paying for the like $16 one, and after tax, it was like $18 or something.
Per month?
Yeah, I can go look. Sorry, I was sneezing.
That's crazy. Yeah,
I have
have
too much money, and I didn't understand. And I was like, what happened? Because they like did increase the prices that one time, and then I guess they came out with a cheaper plan, and I didn't know, and I was paying like a frick ton of money.
Monster
and I
Jack,
was like, I can't afford this.
How dare you make me take care of my frail old body? Oh, God. Oh, God. Can you crack your own back?
Oh, no, I don't think so.
Really? Oh, it's one of my greatest pleasures. That and my neck. I love cracking my neck.
Can't remember. I'm trying to look.
To crack my back, I form my hands into fists, and then I just like put one on each side of my spine, and then basically just like push it up my spine, and it just gives me like the most satisfying back crack.
Oh my gosh.
You should try it. You like lean back into it like you're stretching on a chair. Oh, divine. Divine. Let's watch my VTuber model freak out as I crack my neck here real quick. Oh. Oh.
I'm determined to find this. I want to know how much.
What are you trying to find? Oh, how much it costs per month?
Yeah, it was too much. I'm gonna find this.
Any amount is too much for fucking Twitter. It's literally only because we're doing this as a business. Like,
that's the only reason I had the Twitter Blue anyway, and I was gonna definitely tax write that off. That's ridiculous.
1000%. 1000%.
Like,
can you crack your chest? Good God. That viscerally disgusts
it was like
me.
almost $18, and I was like, I freaking can't afford this right now.
I would not do it for that much. I absolutely not. Absolutely the fuck not.
I'm working on other VTuber projects. I don't have time to be paying this to Twitter. Get out of here.
Oh, did I forget to? Oh my God, I forgot to actually start my Twitter broadcast. God, I hate broadcasting at Twitter. Well, that's fine.
$17.70 Twitter paid features on my bank account. $17.70. I couldn't do it anymore per month, especially when it wasn't doing anything for me. For $17 a month, they weren't pushing out shit I posted. I was getting scammed.
That is pretty scammy. That is pretty scammy.
Yeah, that's why I canceled that right quick. I tried. It's funny you asked that, because I actually today tried to look at the $7 a month.
I'm paying the $7 a month. That's what I'm paying.
Okay, good, because I tried to look at it and it didn't say anything about live streaming, and I was like, cool, I bet the $7 a month one doesn't count.
It does. It does. That's all I was willing to pay.
I'm gonna do that one again when I can here, because $17 a month.
I can't believe I forgot to fucking do this. Amazing. That's so funny. Multi-streaming is such an annoying pain in the ass because of the way that they all do it so differently. But Carlos just asked, do we prefer to stream at night or in the day? I've only ever streamed at night, basically. I think I've probably streamed outside of the 7 p.m. hour a maximum of like 5 times in the past 2 years. Every other time I stream at 7 p.m. every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So I have almost no experience streaming anytime other than nighttime.
I prefer to stream during the day at about 2 p.m. PST. Okay, so like back during the pandemic lockdown and stuff, I would stream sometimes at like 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. PST because I was in the pandemic lockdown and didn't have to work a job. So I would stream during the day because you would get like a really good amount of time zones. So you would get the EU viewers, right? Like
and the
European
DGen
viewers.
JP viewers.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
you would also get like
East Coast
few
people getting
other-
off work.
yeah, you would get them too. And yeah, so I prefer to stream around 2 p.m. PST because that's still EST time zone. But I also don't mind streaming at night PST. But like when I start streaming at 5 p.m. PST, that's almost like 9 p.m. EST. And like sometimes people can't come by because it's too late at night.
Yeah,
sometimes
it feels like a huge nerf. Like I sometimes wonder if like if I would be doing better if I was streaming during the day, but like the reality is I work 5 days a week during all of the daylight hours, and like I guess I could stream on the weekend, but I'm trying to not completely burn out and drive myself crazy when I'm like working and streaming. Like because I've definitely, the time zone thing is huge. Like there's just so many people.
I don't like to stream on the weekends.
Yeah.
But I occasionally do sometimes. But my weekends are my days off from my job, and so I like to have a life. So
Yeah. Me too. Me too.
I sometimes prefer to stream more during the day just because there's also like sunlight coming into the apartment and stuff, and it's cozy feeling.
Not for me. I like darkness. If I could stream in utter cave darkness, I would, but being a VTuber means the camera has to see my face.
I'm streaming in the dark right now.
Are you? Like dark?
The lighting source is coming from behind me from the other room. I don't have a streaming room. I have to stream in like the dining room, and the kitchen is behind me.
I stream in the living room with the like dining room behind me. Like I stream in a big open room, basically.
Yeah, there's not enough room, so I don't have anywhere to put my stuff. But yeah, like I don't know. I kind of have to stream whenever I can because I, work overnight. So I sometimes come home and sleep and then don't even wake up till 5 p.m. So sometimes I can't even stream. It's just madness trying to keep up with all the hard work I've already put in. I definitely don't want to take any more steps backward because I'm sleeping. Like,
Yeah, I think honestly, like choosing your stream time is definitely something that you don't get to do until you're a lot bigger, because a lot of it you're just dictated by your day job and your real life commitments, and then you stream whenever is left. So, yeah.
yeah, you just have to, which is why I just haven't been able to make a schedule the past couple of weeks because I don't know if I'm gonna be sleeping.
Yep. Well, we were talking a little bit before stream about D&D and how you only had one experience and it was negative. But after hearing you talk about your motivations for being a VTuber and like wanting to do like acting and character work and stuff, I do think that you would really enjoy it if you could find a good group. It is something that or not even necessarily D&D, but tabletop RPG just in general is something I would recommend to like any creative nerds that enjoy like actual role playing, because it is so satisfying when you can get a good group, and it is such an amazing experience, but it depends entirely on your group. And if you get a bad group, no D&D is better than bad D&D. That is 100% true. So like,
Yeah, that makes sense.
Sorry, I just burped. But yeah, well, I think I gotta let you go, right? Didn't you have to get going here pretty soon?
Yeah, in like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Any last minute yappings you have?
Is there anything you want to talk about for 15 minutes?
Nah, not unless chat has a question.
Yeah, fair enough.
I
Chat,
can't
you got any
think of
questions for
anything.
Blushie?
What's your ghost name again? I don't remember.
Hex.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because it's like a magic spell, but it's also like hexadecimal. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Because I'm a digital
But-
vampire.
but it's a ghost.
Well, it's a spirit. Normally it looks like this. Normally it looks like this. But you know, we'll hex, you know. But we're digital entities, so we live in cyberspace.
What's the decimal? I don't get it. Tell me.
Oh, like hexadecimal. It's like you know, when you're doing computer like colors on a computer, you can either get it in like RGB or you can get it in the ones that have like letters and numbers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the hex. That's what hex is short for hexadecimal.
What's a hexadecimal?
Like it's so a decimal is like base 10
Yeah.
counting number.
Yeah.
Hexadecimal is base 16, I believe.
It's like a small dot.
No, so you know how there's letters in hex codes, you know, like up like through
Yeah.
F. It's because it's base 16, which means that it counts 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then it, instead of going to 10, it goes to A, B, C, D, E, F, and then it goes to 10, but instead of 10, it's like a 1 in the tens place, means it's 16 because it's base 16. It's a way to store like bigger numbers in only one digit or two digits, which is why it's a programming thing. But that's why so many old games used to cap things out at 255. You remember in old RPGs, there were a lot of things where it was like the item limit or something was 255 or
Oh, okay.
things like that. Do you know, like, do you remember that? In like really old games.
Like pockets, like your pockets, your bags, right?
Yeah, things like that. Yeah. It's because 255 is the highest number you can count to in hexadecimal with 2 digits. So basically they said like, well, because back then like every unit of storage was precious because like memory space was really expensive. And so they literally were like crunching code down to the digits of like how much space to allocate you for like your bag space and stuff. And so they said like, well, 1 digit is too little. And so we'll make it 2 digits, but like 2 digits, if it's base 10 normal counting, goes up to 99, right? Because that's the highest you can count with 2 digits. So
Yeah.
but in hexadecimal, it's FF because like F is the highest number you can get to. So FF is 255. So like that's it's a computer thing.
Okay.
It's just a computer number that like represents bigger numbers.
Well, I was following the bags, like the stacks of 99
Yeah.
in your bag.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. So hexadecimal is like it's a computer number thing. So like because because my lore is that I'm a digital entity, like it's just a joke based on, or it's a pun based on hex, like hex code. Yeah. Did you ever watch Reboot?
I didn't know if it was also because the sprite is like round, like a decimal point.
Oh, I see what you mean. Like a period, a decimal. Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
I see. No, not that.
What's
But
Reboot?
I mean,
What the heck is that?
Reboot was one of the first like computer animated kids shows that was on like way back in the day. Did you ever watch like Beast Wars, the Transformers like TV show?
No.
No? Okay. Well, Reboot was a show where all of the characters like were personified things of like the inside of a computer. So like they all looked like mostly human or humanoid, but like all of their names were like computer related. So the like villain was Megabyte. But Megabyte also had like an evil sister named Hexadecimal. So it was just like just an old little old reference thing, but it's not one that you watch, so it doesn't matter. Beast Wars, what a callback. Yeah, man. I watched that when I was a kid. It was amazing. It looks so bad now, but like, honestly, being able to put that out on television regularly was kind of crazy. Kind of crazy that they were attempting that.
That's not the one that like people were talking about online recently that had McDonald's toys though, right? No, that was like Bug something.
I have no idea. I have no idea what you're talking about. I will pull up
Not
Reboot.
a Bug's Life, but there was like an old Bug cartoon that I didn't watch because it was before me too. But like people were like recently going viral about it, talking about the McDonald's toys from it.
Huh. No idea. I just sent you a picture of the Reboot cover. Reboot. Do you guys know the show called Lazy Town? I know memes from Lazy Town.
What's Lazy Town?
It's like a kid's show with like child actors. You know, like Blue's Clues. Like it's not exactly that, but it's like that kind of a show. Like it's a show for kids, but there were some choice and
very 2004.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't watch Lazy Town. I don't know anything about this.
There was a lot of memes about it.
Yeah, I only know the meme about like the rap music that's like dirty.
the Lil Jon one?
Yeah, that's the only I only thought of that because I see
the most inappropriate one. Yeah.
Has pink hair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't
the You Are a
show.
Pirate one is, what's that? You have to go? Is that what you said?
No, I said I didn't watch this show. This show looks lame.
Oh, I didn't watch it either, but I know of it. That was my answer, was I know of it from the memes.
Whatever happened to like the good kid shows that like actually taught you stuff, like freaking Franklin the Turtle and crap? Like, no, I wasn't watching a weird Lazy Town with a bunch of creeps.
Yeah, man, there were there was a lot of memes about this show. I did not watch it. But yeah, it's a piece of cake to bake a pretty cake. Yada yada.
You were probably too old to watch Franklin, huh?
Franklin, probably.
Dang, that's crazy. No Little Bear?
No.
No Franklin?
Oh my god, Franklin and Friends was 2011?
No Arthur? No, Franklin
Arthur
first
was
aired in Franklin first
This must have been a newer one.
97.
Oh, okay, this must have been a newer one then. Like a redo of it or something. Arthur was more like,
come on.
Arthur was more like when I was a kid. I remember Arthur, or like Magic School Bus.
No PB&J Otter?
No, I have no idea what that is.
Oh, no Dragon Tales?
I remember Dragon Tales. I didn't watch it though.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's one of those things that like when you get a little bit older, your modern cultural touchstones line up because you've both been adults during various like movies and TV shows, or maybe somebody was like a teenager and you were an adult but you still remember it as mostly mature. But when you start talking about children's stuff like games or like movies or TV shows, everyone that's your age remembers these things so fondly, and everybody that's like 5 years older is like, nah, dog, that was little kid shit. Because there's that age when you're growing up where certain things just become quote unquote little kid things, and you actively try to like not pay attention to them. And so like even though you're adults and it doesn't really matter, all talking about your like childhood memories, it like never lines up unless you're really close in age. Yeah. Cyber Chase, never heard of it.
You never watched? Oh my.
I remember Carmen Sandiego.
Passed away.
Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Which they're bringing
On the
back a
past
game that
Blu-ray.
doesn't look very good. Oh, man. I feel like Carmen Sandiego is one of those properties that needs to die. There's a lot of people that remember it with nostalgia, but none of those people are going to buy or like watch a new show of it. And the people that are younger don't have the nostalgia, so they don't care. You know what I mean? I think that's one of those franchises that people keep trying to revive and failing. Bow, wow, wow. Excuse me. All right, I gotta look for someone to raid here real quick since we're wrapping up, winding down. Well, speaking of winding down, thank you for joining the database. Uki2Cutie. That's a cute one. Cute name.
I feel like just sending you old ass cartoon memes from like now until the dawn of time. Like I'm just gonna start sending you like Arthur memes and stuff.
I just saw a TikTok that was like your friend reading the Stormlight archives, and then it like panned over to her like peeking through the door like a gremlin, and it said, "Me with 10 years worth of memes I've been saving up for you." It's like that's me with some of my friends that I've been shilling it out to lately, the Sanderson stuff. I'm like, yeah. Oh, I know who we're rating. All right.
Send you Arthur memes because you don't know what they are.
I know Arthur.
You know Arthur?
Yeah. Arthur's older. Also, I remember the ass was fat meme, which was pretty funny.
What's that? What are you talking about?
Hold on. It's on Know Your Meme.
I don't know this. What is happening?
Wait, I can't show that one on the stream.
Well, I can see it. Slide it over here. Whisper it to my dog's ear.
Okay, listen. Oh my god. Gotta go this way.
All right.
Oh my god. Hold on. I gotta find like I'll send you like 5 of them. I'll send you like 5 of them.
Cause I don't know what you're talking about. Your chat knew too? What the hell is this?
Some of my chat knows the ass is fat, but they probably don't know the one that I saw.
What is this? What is this?
There was like a whole era where it was like, is it from this original 4chan post? Wait, hold on.
Oh my gosh, I've never seen this.
Wait. Why is this like this?
I've never seen this one. I'm dying. I'm dead. I've passed away. What is this? Make it stop. I don't ever want to see another Arthur meme again. Never
The phrase
mind.
spawned the image macro series Arthur Sees a Fat Ass, which features the title character of both book series and children's television show Arthur peeking into a room staring wide-eyed at what is assumed to be a person with a large ass.
What's super messed up is some of these are super messed up memes.
I know. This is the one that I said I can't show stream.
What? I don't understand the beginning part.
It's a political party joke.
Hold on.
We're looking at Arthur memes. These are all so bad. Holy shit. Oh, I mean, of course it was. It's a 4chan meme, but like, goddamn. Okay, anyway. Listen, if you want to look at what we're looking at, you can just Google the ass is fat.
That's not. Don't tell them to Google that.
What? They heard us say it. They heard us say it. They can look at it on their own. I'm just not going to broadcast it. Anyway,
What's gonna come up?
the only thing I hear was that the ass was fat. Yeah, that's literally, if you just Google that, you'll find all of the pictures that we're sending each other. Use at your own discretion.
Crazy.
That's crazy. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me tonight. It's been fun vibing and chilling, and we should play some Overwatch and other random shit together. We are raiding Booberry, a recent acquaintance of mine who is playing Guild Wars 1. She's going for a level challenge. She's trying to do Legendary Defender of Ascalon, which is to hit max level in the pre-searing tutorial area. Absolute queen. She's a Doulahan VTuber. So make sure that you give her some love when the raid finishes. But do you have anything you want to say as we're closing out here, Blushie?
Oh, no, just thanks for having me. This was really fun. And I guess I'm a little too chill because I was just vibing and not yapping so much. But dang, we really hit the Arthur, huh?
We really hit the Arthur.
We really threw it back with the Arthur, huh?
She'll
That's
never get ahead like
crazy.
that. Good with the Doulahan themes. I love that. Love that for you. Listen, we could have an entire stream of like cursed memes probably. We've been through it.
Oh my gosh.
The old people have been through it.
The old YouTube videos that like people can't make anymore.
Yeah,
They
right.
get canceled.
They'd get banned and canceled. Yeah, absolutely. All right. The raid is going in 7 seconds. So thank you for joining us all tonight. Goodbye. Bye.